Given the age and scale of the universe, we should see evidence of intelligent life everywhere. This is the Fermi paradox. Enrico Fermi, the physicist pictured here, famously asked, if the stars are so numerous, where is everybody? For decades, we have beamed radio waves into the void, operating on the assumption that any advanced civilization we encounter will act as a benevolent savior. But the first successful attempt to contact the stars was actually born of profound societal trauma, not a search for friendship. During the 1960s, the Chinese Cultural Revolution triggered an era of ideological fervor that resulted in the systematic purging of the country's intellectual class. Ye Wenjie, an astrophysics prodigy, was forced to witness the public torture and execution of her father. He was killed by Red Guards for the crime of teaching Western physics. This loss of faith in human nature led Ye to a dangerous conclusion: humanity is incapable of self-correction. She decided we required an external judge to conquer and reform our world. Ye was eventually sent to Red Coast Base, a top-secret military installation hidden on a remote mountain peak, specifically designed to search for extraterrestrial life. While studying solar physics, she realized the sun could act as a massive amplifier. By firing a signal directly into the sun's convective zone, she could broadcast Earth's presence across the entire galaxy. Exactly 8 years later, a response arrived. It was a warning from a pacifist alien. Do not answer. If you answer, we will come, and your world will be conquered. Ye replied anyway. Her message was simple: humanity is incapable of saving itself. She promised to help them take control of the planet. This unauthorized broadcast provided the answer to the Fermi paradox. We finally made contact, but we did so by inviting our own apex predators to our doorstep. The message traveled 4 light years to reach its recipients, the civilization of Trisolaris. This simulation shows the Trisolaran system, 3 suns in a chaotic gravitational loop. Their unpredictable orbits cause violent environmental fluctuations, from extreme radiation to crushing cold. Occasionally, the planet is flung into the void, forcing society to rebuild from scratch. This environment produced a ruthless, emotionless culture, driven by the need to find a stable home. Trisolarans perceived the extermination of humanity as a cold, mathematical necessity for their species' survival. However, their invasion fleet requires 400 years to reach Earth. This presents a problem. Human technological growth is so fast we could develop weapons to defeat them long before they arrive. They created the Sophon, a supercomputer built by unfolding a single proton into multiple dimensions, etching it with circuitry, and folding it back down. These Sophons were sent to Earth at the speed of light to infiltrate our particle accelerators, where they intentionally scramble the results of high-energy physics experiments. By sabotaging our data, they made fundamental physics impossible, stalling all human technological progress. Trisolaris has reduced the conflict to a sociological trap, confining our species to a technological cage until their fleet reaches our solar system. With our physical sciences locked, a sociologist named Luo Ji realized humanity's only weapon was the study of civilizational behavior, a field he called cosmic sociology. This logic tree shows the 2 foundational axioms of the field. First, survival is the primary need of any civilization. Second, civilization continuously grows and expands, but the total matter in the universe remains strictly constant. Finite resources create inevitable friction. Because of the vast distances in space, real-time communication is impossible. This creates a chain of suspicion, where no civilization can ever trust that another is truly benevolent. In a universe defined by the absolute need for survival and limited resources, benevolence becomes a fatal vulnerability. Luo Ji's work defines the universe as a dark forest, a landscape of absolute hostility governed by the math of survival. Every civilization is an armed hunter stalking silently through the trees. If a hunter detects another, they must shoot first to eliminate the potential threat before they are spotted themselves. Luo Ji used this logic to create a stalemate. He threatened to use the sun to broadcast the precise coordinates of both Earth and Trisolaris to the entire galaxy. This threat of mutual destruction from unseen, higher-level predators forced the Trisolaran fleet to stand down. The silence of the cosmos is not an absence of life, but a symptom of calculated fear. Humanity is the child who lit a bonfire in the dark woods, and now the hunters know exactly where we are.